This is a list I wrote. I hope you could see the date up here. It says August 8th of 2021, and it's a list of what I will achieve in 1 year. The second thing I wrote on this list is my YouTube channel is monetized with 10,000 subscribers. I just woke up to my first birthday on YouTube, meaning I've been on this platform for 1 whole year, and in just 12 months I have manifested 140,000 YouTube subscribers. My subscribers already know that in this journal I've written in 2021 that I would one day have 100,000 subscribers. And in celebration of my YouTube birthday, today I want to talk about the art of manifestation. I simply just want to give you guys a new, refreshing perspective on the subject, because I feel like everyone is trying too hard to control their reality because of how popular this topic has become. But it's funny because you actually gain control by letting go. This video is not about the woo-woo, journal your way to $1 million or follow these practical steps to get ABC. This video is about creating a happy life for yourself. It's about breaking the habit of you and stopping yourself from blocking what you want to receive, because truthfully, it is only you that can block yourself from getting what you want. I'm gonna open your mind and perspective and make it as simplistic as I possibly can for you. Achieving your desires, manifesting whatever you want, is nothing more than self-discipline. Manifestation is self-discipline. After this video, you're never gonna need to watch another video on the topic again. Truthfully, you were born already worthy of everything you desire. There's nothing you need to do except get into alignment with it. I know for a fact you want something. There's something that you desire, or there's something that you have always hoped for. I don't care if it's money, a new job. I don't care if it's just to be able to love again. Regardless of who you are or what you want, this video is the root of why you don't already have it yet. Right now, if you were to go on Google and type in how to get what it is you want, you're gonna get the action steps, right? AI is gonna write you some step-by-step process on what to do. But what people fail to realize is that success is not just about taking that physical action. It's about alignment of the 3 planes of existence. And we've been taught to chase what we want, to work hard. You've been taught to repeat affirmations that you don't believe, to force positive thoughts when you are rooted in lack or fear, to have faith. But how can you have faith when you're rooted in anxiety and stress? For the people that are trying so hard to change, that are forcing themselves to take these actions, the quantum field does not respond to force. The real art of manifestation is becoming the version of you that no longer needs to chase, embodying that internal signal that attracts and pulls what you want towards you. You will begin to control reality when you let go, when you no longer need to chase, when you are fine with it and without it. And letting go feels scary. It's hard to be emotionally detached from something you want, something you've been longing for. But think back to a time when you wanted something and it came so effortlessly. And if you were to try and think back to how is it that that came so effortlessly, I guarantee the difference between now and then is that you weren't attached. The moment that you stopped wanting it or needing it so bad is when the quantum field delivered it to you, and you allowed your state of being to lead, not your effort. It is the same for anything and everything. Not only were you detached, you were not blocking yourself from receiving it. You weren't sabotaging it. You weren't stressing or focused on the outcome. You asked, you let go, and you received. You allowed yourself to receive it. But here's the thing, everyone on YouTube can sit here and talk about the same thing, because we all do. We all talk about how you have to detach, you have to have faith and trust. But how do you do that? Nobody talks about how do you have faith? How do you love again? How do you open your heart to allow what you want to come in when you have psychologically been through things? I truly love sharing on the perspectives of science and faith, because the beauty of connecting both is what I feel the world needs the most. People tell you to just think positive and be delulu or delusional without addressing the trauma within your body, to visualize without clearing the self-sabotage from your subconscious mind, to just affirm success but your nervous system is bracing for failure. The universe listens to that deeper frequency within you. You could do all these things that people are telling you to do to follow these methods, but if you are coming from a place of lack, of scarcity, of hypervigilance, you are only going to manifest a loop. And constantly being in this loop, behaving this way, is not aligning with that version of you in that quantum timeline of you already in possession of it. It's actually the timeline, the loop of you just constantly trying to get it. But here's where things get interesting. Your subconscious mind runs 90 to 95% of your life. It's that automatic system that shapes your self-concept, your beliefs, your reactions, and your habits. And here's the difficult part. You can consciously be exhausted from that loop you are stuck in of trying so hard, not receiving it. But if your subconscious mind is stuck in the past, the old stories that you keep telling yourself of how the world is, how you are, what life is, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, or nothing works out for me. That is the loop that you keep getting stuck in. This is why action without aligned identity leads to stress. This is why visualization without nervous system regulation leads to failure. Let's say your desire is to love again. You cannot follow a visualization of you imagining yourself in your dream relationship when your nervous system has been programmed for years for heartbreak, for trauma, for being cheated on, for feeling neglected, etc. Forcing is telling God that you do not trust the process. You cannot visualize love yet be obsessed with text messages and response times. You are broadcasting two different signals. You're sending the universe these mixed signals, and that is why you just keep attracting all this random stuff. Your conscious and your subconscious mind are not in alignment. Now, why does this even matter? People are exhausted, creating the unconscious loop, blocking themselves from receiving their desires. First things first, I don't care what happened to you or what you've been through. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by the story you keep choosing to tell about it. Manifestation, changing your life, is nothing more than recalibration. It's not another thing you need to put on your to-do list. You were born already worthy. You were born in the image of the Creator with the purpose to create. This is why manifestation is self-discipline. To reach the potential of God that is within you, you have to overcome yourself. You never manifest what you want, you always manifest what you are. The signal that you send out to the universe, your energy, your aura, it's not built by what you are doing, it's built by who you are being. This is why I like the reference of the radio station. You cannot listen to country music if you are tuned into a hip-hop station. You have to tune the dial to what station you want to listen to. If you want to tap into a new reality, you have to tune your frequency, align your frequency, your state of being, the energy you hold, with the version of you that is within that desired reality. I also want to break the misconception around you always have to feel good in order to manifest. That's not realistic. And in fact, that is not what you came here for. You are always going to experience what I call contrast. Without the contrast, there would be no evolution. When you feel that contrast, when you feel that old you creep up, because it will, this is your guidance to recalibrate. I want you to understand that your emotions are a tool. And this game of life that we play is simply how well can you navigate through the contrast, through the old frequency, the old you that's going to try to come back, the old habits that are going to come and check you, the discipline to pull yourself out of the old frequency, to surrender to the emotions that you've suppressed all this time, to allow them to move through you so you can then release them. This is how you achieve alignment. You are human. We are all going to experience pain. We're going to experience anger. We're going to have moments of weakness. And the game of alignment is how well you can trust the bigger picture. How well can you trust that ultimately what is happening is for you to gain clarity? How well can you navigate all the bullshit that life's going to throw at you? Becoming the observer of your experience and to be able to catch yourself when the momentum hits so you can break it. Let's say that you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You have a bad dream, you wake up, you feel groggy, you overslept. You're running late to work, you get in the car and you hit traffic. You start to get frustrated, and then when you get to work, that annoying coworker starts to bug you. Something happens at work and everything just seems to hit you and just feel so inconvenient, and you start feeling yourself shutting down. How well can you realize, this is a moment where I have to pull myself out of this. Last week, I was finishing up some work I had to do, and then immediately after, I had to go and run errands. And I remember I was in the car and just feeling like I wanted to cry, to be completely honest. I was so overwhelmed that day, and I just felt emotions start to surface and I wanted to cry. And the point of becoming a conscious creator is to be able to alchemize what you are feeling. In that moment, I realized, okay, I have to pull myself out of this. So for me to alchemize those emotions I was feeling, I decided to put music on, and I put a song on that lights me up every time I hear it, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs. Yeah, I'm done with work. Celebrating my hard work, celebrating that it is time to relax now. I'm done with my work, my responsibilities, and now I get to do what I want. Taking that energy I felt and alchemizing it into something better. This is how you bring yourself back into alignment. This is what recalibration is. You are human. You're not going to feel good all the time, and you don't have to be positive all the time to manifest. The game is mastering alignment by mastering yourself, and when you experience this contrast, you use tools to bring yourself back into alignment. Harmony between the mind, body, and spirit, the mental, physical actions, and the faith, the spiritual side of it. The universe doesn't want you to be perfect. It wants you to be coherent. No matter how you're trying to change your life or what it is you desire, start asking yourself in the moment when you are experiencing the contrast or the thing that feels inconvenient, what is the version of me that I desire to be doing right now to handle this situation? And embody it. It's not about taking big action steps. It's the small steps that count as well. If you want to embody health, practice being present right here and now. Give love to your body where it is right now from a place of respect. Lead with being, not needing. If your desire is to break a scarcity mindset, you practice abundance. You could take $100 bill, walk to the mall and walk around and look at all the things that you can buy with $100. Or if you want to feel abundant, take 5 single dollar bills and walk around your town and give them out to random people. Handing out $1 to random strangers, you're going to get a smile from everyone and realize how beautiful and powerful something as small as that can be. It's not about how many techniques you know or who knows the best techniques. It's about how well you can pull yourself out of the old frequency, how well you can pick yourself back up when you fall. This process of fine-tuning is working on your overall state of being. It's about prioritizing that signal you are sending out to the universe for the quantum field to pick up on. At the end of the day, when you're laying in bed, practice reflection, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of learning. Think about your day and the actions that you've taken towards overcoming yourself, towards loving yourself again, towards whatever it is you're working on. Reflect on it and learn from it. This is what manifestation is. And allow something as simple like this to become a self-love routine, because ultimately you're wanting the best for yourself. I hope you feel some sense of relief. The world is starting to pick up on this magic that the universe has. Everyone just wants to have a happy life. Everyone just wants to live in abundance because you already know you're worth it. That's why you can feel that fire, that light within you, that purpose you have. You know you are meant for something greater. Everyone is in a place of just trying to make sense of it all. Subscribe if you want to. Overall, my channel is about reminding you of your power and teaching you how to live within the full potential of the human experience. Sometimes I get on my whiteboard and I'm a teacher for you. Sometimes I'm sitting here on my living room floor and having a real raw conversation with you. Regardless, I hope that you know that you are divinely loved and protected. I will see you in the next one.